What if tariff could rewrite the world map? Imagine this. Your country's exports get hit overnight with a 25% tariff, then double to 50%. Would you cling to your current ally or run into the arms of another superpower? Today we unpack whether US tariff pressure is pushing India away from Washington and right back towards Moscow and Beijing. Donald Trump's White House just tossed a geopolitical grenade into one of the America's most important partnerships, a record-breaking 50% tariff on Indian goods, making the US the single most expensive market for India in the world. The official reason? India's Russian oil imports. But this isn't about just oil. This is Trump's America rewriting the rules and proving that under his leadership, no deal is ever permanent. On July 30, Trump hits Indian exports with a 25% tariff. On August 6th, he doubled it to 50%. Publicly, the target is India's Russian oil imports that jumped from less than 1% to almost 40% of supply since 2022, saving New Delhi billions. Privately, analysts say the goal is leverage, forcing India to open its agriculture, dairy, and digital markets to US companies. These tariffs hit 55% of India's $86 billion in annual US exports. BSE listed firms losing 5 lakh crore rupees in market cap in just a few hours after the tariff hikes. This isn't just an economic squeeze, it's political pressure aimed straight at Prime Minister Modi's strongest constituencies. In rare unity, India's government and opposition push back. Modi, without naming Trump, vows India will never compromise on the interest of its farmers and fishermen. The Foreign Ministry calls the tariffs unjustified and unreasonable. And yes, they point out the hypocrisy. While Washington tells India to drop Russian oil, US and EU firms are still buying Russian LNG and uranium. For decades, the US saw India as a key Indo-Pacific ally, especially in the Quad, countering China. But Trump's trade war could be backfiring. Instead of isolating India, it's nudging it closer to Russia and even China. Enter the revived RIC bloc: Russia, India, China. 3 nuclear powers, $25 trillion GDP, and 3 billion people. Russia even floated a rich alliance, a counterweight to US influence. Over 50% of India's weapons are Russian made. Su-30 MKI jets, S-400 missile systems, and so on. And after Trump's tariffs, India reportedly cancelled $20 billion in US F-35 orders, pivoting instead to Russian Su-57 stealth fighters. This is a strategic autonomy, not surrender. Ties with China are still icy after the 2020 Ladakh clashes, but there are signs of thaw. Resumed Kailash Mansarovar pilgrimages, fresh tourist visas, and quiet talks on the border. India and China are now coordinating at BRICS and G20 summits, defending their right to buy Russian oil. India is hedging, staying in the Quad with the US, Japan, and Australia, and building RIC ties with Russia and China. It's balancing act to keep China at bay without losing US support. The RIC bloc's combined GDP is $25 trillion, close to the US's $28 trillion, with 3 billion people and 6,300 nuclear warheads. That's serious clout. India's three-pronged plans: relief fund for exporters hurt by tariffs, aggressive diversification towards Europe, Africa, and Asian, domestic reforms to cut reliance on any one market. The message to Washington? Friendship is welcome, dependence is not. Still, India is not joining a formal alliance. It's playing all sides to secure its economic and security interests. Consider the timing. During the height of the tariff escalation, Modi reaffirmed his special and privileged strategic partnership with Putin, and scheduled high level meetings at the SEO summit alongside both Russia and China. The symbolism is impossible to ignore. Trump's move hasn't broken India's resolve, it's reshaping the global chessboard. What do you think? Has Trump's trade war pushed India too far? Or is this India's moment to shine? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like if you find this eye opening, subscribe for more stories that change the way you see the world.